Hey Kaylee, this is Paul Heck with Grassfire. I visited your BNI chapter last week and just wanted to get this video sent over to you about your website for Falcon Roofing, and just to show you some things that I see that could be potential opportunities for you guys. Some of these things are things that you could take care of yourself if you wanted to, and I'll go through that. Is something sometimes that I find that just business owners are just they want to focus on their business, so we come in and help them implement the changes that they need and build the things that they need to on a monthly basis to push you up in the Google search ranking. So it's all about trying to get you more calls, trying to get your website stronger so that it ranks high for various keywords. And I just want to show you what it is that is possible for you guys, what your competition's doing, where they're ranking, and then also just give you a quick overview. I always look at like what the website's needs are. So it comes down to really three things. It's the content on your website. Is it keyword rich? So there's some research on the front end to figure out what those keywords are. Does it have the amount of content that is needed? So a lot of times we see a minimum of 1,500 words on the homepage are needed. A lot of times it's much more than that just to get those keywords in that we want to rank for. And then the second piece of it is backlinks. So these are other websites that refer to your websites or link to it. And those are things that could be built. That could be blog posts, could be news articles, that could be press releases, different things like that. The third thing are citations. These are directories that are online like Manta, yellowpages.com, even Facebook and Yelp as a directory. And so there's things on those individual directories that you want to have listed, good business description that has some keywords in it, as well as just getting your name, address, and phone number the same on all of those listings across the board. We also do Google Business Profile enhancements to help your business profile to show up into the map section to get that pushed up in there as well for various keywords. So these are all things that you can do. It's not rocket science on what we do. It's just a system of implementing the right things, keywords with content, the backlinking, and your citations and your Google Business Profile will help you push up substantially in the search rankings. So I'm going to show you your website now. You guys, have a good looking website. One of the things that we really focus on is trying to tell your story. So, what is the Falcon Roofing story? And that could be something that helps make you stand out. You've got a little bit of content on here and some cities listed. You've got some blog posts that look like they're being made recently, so that's good. One of the things that we find is doing blogs in a specific way with specific content that answers some of the questions that show up in the Google search. And I'll show you some of those is another way to help boost the search ranking. So you're lacking on the content that's needed for you right now, but let's dig into where you guys are ranking and all that stuff. So I looked at roofing companies, Knoxville, Tennessee. You've got a couple of guys running sponsored ads and local service ads. You've got the map section here where you didn't show up for me when I searched that and for that keyword. And then you've got Better Business Bureau, GAF, and then you've got a couple of roofing companies here that are showing up. And you guys are falling into this, somewhere around the 9th position or so, based on how Google is showing that. So, that's a pretty high search term from how much volume is coming through that. And this is just a program that I use to show you your website strength. So it's called Ahrefs. And what I'm looking at here is your domain strength and your URL strength, how many keywords you're being found for, what's your backlink profile look like compared to your competitors, and just how much traffic that you're getting. So you guys have 164 traffic coming to your site each month. There's 245 keywords. And let's look at the traffic coming in. Right now most of your traffic is coming in for the search Falcon Roofing. So actually people know your name, which is good, but you're not being found for a lot of the keywords that you could be being found for. So, one of them that you are being found for is Oak Ridge Roof Repair. So you're getting 17 people hit your site last month for that. Down here, you've got Knoxville Roof Installation. You didn't get any searches this last month for that. So most of it's related around your name, which is fairly common if you haven't done really good SEO practices. Just some of the keywords that you are being found for. So you are popping up in the search. You're just down on the page. So roofing companies, Knoxville, Tennessee, get searched 350 times a month. It does have a little bit higher difficulty of 21, so it does take a little bit longer to rank for that with that difficulty. You're in position 9. You've got roofing contractor, Knoxville, Tennessee, 90 searches per month on that. You're in position 7. You're just way down on the page. You are on page 1 for a lot of these. You're just not going to get those searches coming to you for those just because you're a little bit further down the page. But you can see there's some good volume each month for those keywords. That you guys have are being picked up by Google on. So you just really need to strengthen those. So that just looking at your competition, this Daniel Hood Roofing, there's nothing magical about their site. They just have some content on there that is outranking you guys and maybe doing some SEO practices, some backlinking and stuff. They've got quite a bit of more content than what you guys have. And so just want to look at, okay, what are they doing and what are their top pages? So their website's not just amazingly stronger than you guys. It's just they focused on specific keywords to drive this 513 traffic to their site versus yours. And looking at just what they have for the traffic, you can see that roofing companies, Knoxville, Tennessee, even though they're underneath the GAF and underneath the Better Business Bureau, they are still picking up 400 plus traffic coming off of that keyword search this last month. And then Metal Roofs Near Me, they're also getting another 27. And Metal Roofing, Knoxville, Tennessee, they're getting 7 searches. Definitely they've focused on this roofing companies, Knoxville, Tennessee, but you can see there's just good volume on some of those searches that they have. Looking at the other competitor, the Smith Roofing, they are a similar situation. Website's not just super strong, but they've got a little bit of content on there and some keywords that are being powered up by some of their backlinking. Looking at just overall, again, 12 and a 13 on the URDR. Backlinks, they've got 383 coming through 86 locations. A lot of keywords are being picked up for 1.4 thousand of those and 767 traffic. So let's look at their traffic real quick and see what they're being found for. And Smith Roofing, their name, how often to replace a roof. Oak Ridge Roof Repair, they're getting 54 searches off of that. They're actually getting searches for deck builders, maybe and some siding, so maybe they do some of that. Metal Roofing Knoxville, they're getting picked up for 17 searches coming, traffic's landing on their page. Roofers Morristown, they're getting some off of that as well. So they're not just killing it as far as the keywords and such. They're just doing more than what you guys are doing to really push them up in the search ranking. So what I like to do is just take a comprehensive look at what is going on with your site, what are the keyword opportunities that we could go for, and create a strategy to go for those if that's something that you want to do, if you want to pick up more business in that market, and just get to the top and stay at the top for those specific keywords. Definitely it's going to be something that makes your phone ring more. I would love to help you guys out if it's something that you want to look at further. Again, my name is Paul Heck. I'm with Grassfire Digital Marketing, and we help roofing companies, anybody in the trades industry is the clients that we like to work with and focus on. If we can help you out or talk further, just give me a ring. You can reach me at 479-326-7899 or paul@grassfiremarketing.com. Thanks.